people. They have multiple locations. These people have the best spicy pasta. They have a lot, it's like an American restaurant, but they have like lots of different kind of things. Like they have pasta, and then they have some Brussels sprouts are so good. We haven't had it in a while. Romeo mentioned it, and I was like, yes, let's order that. So, eating lunch, resetting the house today, getting a little caught up so that we can have a fresh week, because tomorrow is my birthday. So we're going to the beach tomorrow. I'm gonna go eat in Malibu and just spend the day together as a family. And then I'm diving into a project on Tuesday. Start with DIY projects. I'm gonna work on the guest bedroom. I wanna like get my brain primed for the bookshelves in the living room, but I don't know how it's all gonna flow. I'm just like, okay, like what can we do? What can I dive into? Because honestly, I needed the break after the bathroom. You could not have begged, paid, and pleaded with me to pick up a power tool after that bathroom. Like I needed to detox from it. I was just drained emotionally, physically, all of the above. And we've been hosting, so I didn't want to like tear up our house. Now we're done hosting. My birthday's tomorrow. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Oh, you got salmon? Baby, do you want to eat in here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go take a little trip to the Blick art store. They're open. Today's Sunday. They're open today. I didn't realize they were open today. So I want to go see if I can, I don't know, I feel like I'm missing some really core colors. Just a few. And I want to try out a better paper that you guys have recommended to me. But I just painted this. It's very cute. I'm going to edit this up on the way so I can post it. I don't need a ton. And I know my mom got me some books for my birthday that are on the way. She told me, because I told her that I was going to the art store, and she was like, wait. Like, just wait, we get it. I was like, okay. So I'm not going to get any like teachable like things. She didn't get me any paper. So I want to get some good paper. I'll be right back. Okay, Kinsley? I love you. Winsor and Newton is the brand that you guys keep recommending to me because it's like a great like student grade. Like their paints are really good, and their supplies is really good too. This is all oil though. I'm in the oil section. Did not come in here with a plan. That's bad, because then I'm like, oh, I might need this or I might need that. And I wanted to get some colors. They are, let's see how much they are. Winsor Newton tubes, different series is between $6 and $9. That store is like my happy place. Another one of my happy places. Just feel like I can do anything. Like I want to do it all. Everything and all of it at the same time. I want to try all the things. But I've always been like that in an art store. Where's my ride? Okay, so I got the cold press Arches paper. Arches is the brand that you guys told me that was like the best. But then there were multiple options. And then I asked her like, oh, do you like, because she does a lot of watercolor, the girl that worked there. Hot press is smooth. Cold press has more tooth, more grain to the paper. So I felt like this was better. I wanted more grain to the paper, more texture. So this is like 12 sheets. So I could cut this into 4s. But I think it's going to change the size of what I've been doing recently. But I'll get like, what's 12 times 4? You know, I'll get like that many art out of it. And I got a few colors. My ride's here. I got a few colors that I've been trying to make. I felt like that was a good place to start, because I was gravitating towards these like a little bit warmer colors that I just didn't have. Felt like I was watering them down so much. So if I have the color in its, you know, kind of dry wet form, I can, I don't know. I'm still learning. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I got some things and some more tape for the sides of my paper. I got things. Is he asleep? Oh, he's awake. a little haul of what I got. I got this wide brush because if I wanted to wet the whole paper that I was working with, I didn't really have a brush that was wide enough. So I got this wide one. I also got these colors. Now, was I trying to make all of these colors? No. Did I like some of these colors? Yes. I felt like I needed a sepia for things. I loved this color, ultramarine ash. Indian red, I just feel like I would use that like warm rust color. I needed a cerulean to mix some colors that I wanted to make, and I got this violet color, also something I was missing when I was trying to neutralize some colors. So I got those four and the paper that I showed you.
Morning guys, it's my birthday. I love birthdays, even though I did forget that this one was happening because we've been so busy. I'm like, oh, my birthday is like, I remembered like a week and a half ago, but I'm like, it literally is almost my birthday. Since Kate and I's birthdays are so close together, I think I was like hyper focused on his. We are going to Malibu. I want to go eat somewhere, maybe Malibu Farm. I haven't been there in years, and I remembered it was over there when we were in Malibu for like our beach day. Go to Malibu, walk around, and I would love, I think I'm entering that era where I need like a bigger purse to put his things in. I went through a phase where I had just my stuff in his diaper bag, but we don't need to take the diaper bag everywhere we go because it's just like big and excessive, like it's a lot of stuff, you know? So we just need like essentials. So I made us like a we're gonna eat out essential bag, and it's all in this thing. So I want to be able to have like whatever we're gonna be doing, he can have everything that he needs in like that particular bag, and I can just put it in my purse. Maybe there's a store, and I'm not sure, but maybe there's a store that we can go to. I kind of want a big version of like a small one that I have that's like leather and woven. Madewell had one, but I think they sold out of it online. But yeah, it's my birthday. We're gonna have a good day outside. I'm gonna try and turn my brain off for the day. Malibu Farm, but I was sitting in the sun and I think I got burned again.
In a matter of like 10 minutes.
Literally 10 minutes. I was already burned, but I don't have sunscreen on because I didn't think that it didn't have, when we sat down, there was no
You chose
sun.
the only seat in the restaurant that had sun.
Wanted it to be cute, but then I got cooked, literally.
You got baked.
I got baked. It's so nice. The weather's so nice today. But there's like a boutique down there. It's they have it all blocked off. Like maybe they're closed since it's a Monday. Maybe they're closed today. I'm not sure. But I want ice cream. Or you want coffee?
Both.
Oh, both.
No, just one. We'll see.
Okay. I think I want ice cream. We made it back home now, and I'm not kidding. I think I got the same arm that I got sunburned on last time. I got sunburned there. It was the sun was coming that way, and I like kept scooching over. If I had scooched any more over, I'd be sitting in the other people's lap eating. Like I couldn't escape it. Oh, I got the most stunning delivery. The French florist has the most beautiful arrangements. Like, this is an arrangement that feels like summer. This is incredible. Grace, Remy, and Kaya, I'm so best birthday. Cheers to a beautiful year ahead. I'm obsessed with this. They're so sweet. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put it up here on the, it'll be pretty on the table too, but I need to clean off my table. My table is like a mess. Like my flowers from the garden died. So let's get rid of those. These are gorgeous. Are you having fun down there? We had so much fun. We just like walked on the pier, we ate, we had ice cream. He had so much fun. Some places were closed. That was okay. It was enough. We didn't go down to the water or anything. We just like stayed up. And then we went into like a few shops that were around there. He fell in love with the shark that was at one of the little stands, like right when you walk in, and he loved it. It's like a soft shark. He was like so happy. He's just like was looking at it and he's obsessed. It's his new favorite thing. So he has a shark now. He's turning on the dishwasher. I'm gonna edit up my watercolor that I did this morning so that I can get that live really quick and then regroup. I need to pick up the house a little bit. Like this is a mess. Good morning, guys. I'm just getting ready for the day because I have a big business meeting this afternoon. Long business meeting, probably maybe like 5 hours or 6 hours. So I have to leave here at 12 and we have a lot to cover, a lot to like decide on, big decisions that I need to like work on and stuff. So I'm getting ready and I'm a whole year older. So let's talk about it. I honestly don't feel my age. I feel like I didn't age past 25. I just kind of stopped there and I was like, I'm good. Every birthday before this birthday has pretty much felt the same since 25. This one being pretty monumental because I had a baby. And this was the first full year of being a mom because I had Cade just like, what, 2.5, 3 weeks before my birthday last year. So he's a year and 2 weeks old, 3 weeks old. So I feel like this year of all of the years has been the most transformative. Not the most challenging, I'd say, but definitely challenges in and of itself. In an instance, when you become a mom, your whole life changes from how you feel, how you look at the world, how you look at situations, how you handle yourself, how you carry yourself, how you think. Like things that I didn't even really process were changing in the moment were in fact changing. Some of those were uncomfortable changes and some of those were amazing changes, like uncomfortable changes in the terms of like how my body functions, how I move, how I can do projects is just different. You know, now there's 3 of us or 4 of us with Kinsley, but 3 of us, you know, so like even very simple things like going out to dinner or planning your day and your schedule has now become all about the baby. You turn your life upside down in the most beautiful way, but you've got to figure it out. So this year has been like a lot of figuring it out. I have laughed more in the last year. I've smiled more. I have cried more, both happy tears and like stress, like overwhelmed tears, like just an array of emotions this year. So it's been really the most beautiful year of my life, and I can't imagine my life any other way than it is today. So the last year has really just been about like figuring out how to be a mom, you know, learning all the things, doing all the things, what to worry about or what am I worrying about too much, and balance and new schedules and the dynamic of our lives changing. And now that we're kind of in a groove, but it feels like we're always chasing a new groove because Kate is constantly changing and getting more mobile or doing this or needing, you know, like hitting milestones and all of this. So it's a constant learning curve, and it's a constant like evolution of like how to like live this beautiful life. And now, you know, over the past like 6 months or so, it's really just been figuring out a balance of work to life and what that looks like, and how it can best work for our family, and to really optimize the time that I have to dedicate to my projects and to do computer work and run my businesses, and also be incredibly present and be a mom and be everything that he needs, and then I need to be for myself for him. What's helped so much in the transition into this new chapter in life is that I've always had such a positive mindset on everything, and I really look at everything as like the glass is half full and never half empty, and like solution oriented. Like if there is an issue or we have a challenge, like how can we fix it and how can we move forward and and how can we just like stay in this like positive mindset, you know, learn from it, you know, and grow has always been something that I prioritize. What's on my mind and the most challenging is that I have a huge part of my life now that I don't really share as a content creator. I didn't know how I would feel about sharing Cade online while I was pregnant. Knew I didn't have to make a decision right then because he wasn't here yet. And I didn't quite know that I would be as protective as I am, but it is not a secret that the internet can be a very toxic, scary, weird place. I obviously shared him, you know, right when we had him, the baby, and I was like trying to navigate him in my head, like what it was going to look like to be someone that shared their life online that had a baby. And he's a huge part of my life. So how do you navigate sharing or not sharing that? As I thought about it, and as I became more of a mama bear and like very protective mode, and just like what I really wanted and feeling good about his presence in my content, I just started to pull back. And so I really wanted his presence to exist. I never wanted, I feel like you guys are my friends, and I never wanted to hide him from you, but at the same time, protect him. And that's a very fine line that I walk all the time. And I wanted his presence to be known in my life, like it's, you know, that I am a mom, and that this is, you know, me sharing my life, but he's not electing for that. And just like what would I feel like he would be comfortable with, and never stepping over that boundary. I have chosen not to share him in a big way, specifically his face and just things about him and personal details about him that just doesn't need to be known on the internet. It's been difficult to navigate that huge part of my life is not something that I talk about, but that takes up the majority of my life, you know? So over the last month, while Romeo and I have had a busy like hosting schedule and so many events have been happening this month, we've also been working on like a pretty big like schedule and like really figuring out how we can both balance work and being with the baby, because we don't take to get the baby to daycare. We don't have a babysitter. My mom doesn't live here. So just about figuring out that balance so that I can dedicate 40 hours full time to my work and my projects, and then he can meet with his buyers at the showroom and like all of his things that he needs to do. If we have a planned day, like dedicated days, dedicated times during those days, it makes my brain happy and be really intentional about it. And so we've been working on that, and it seems to be working. How do you feel?
Yeah.
It leaves us from saying like, oh, what do you have to do tomorrow? Or what do you have to do tomorrow? And us trying to figure it out and never really having like meaningful time in anything. So it allows us to have that dedicated time, and then dedicated time as a family. And that's huge. And so we've been doing that. It's been great. Today is one of my like full days because I have this huge meeting, and I've had to get comfortable with pivoting, like plans changing, and that's not something that I'm very comfortable with all the time. And I've learned that with like my DIY projects and stuff. Like not everything is going to go as planned. Not everything is going to go exactly how I want them to go. And you just kind of have to go with it and go with the flow, and then pivot and like, okay, well, let's try this or let's try that. So making a plan for our lives, but also leaving it open to like maneuver if we need to. Like this week's a little weird because it's a holiday. So because it's like 4th of July on Friday, yeah. And then my birthday, we're still very much in the event things that are happening, but we're hoping to settle into like this really like good routine, and I can dive into some projects and work on some house stuff. Also, Romeo and I have been together for 17 years, but the last year of our relationship looks a lot different than it used to be. We used to kind of like operate not solo, but we used to have each of our own things that we did, and then we would come together for a lot of things. We never really had to coordinate in such a big way, and so that has been a challenge in our relationship. We have to be really in sync now, and it took honestly until now to figure it out, like a whole year. There was a lot of times when we both didn't feel good. We were like just overwhelmed. So it's definitely safe to say that this year has been different than all the years in the past, and it's a new chapter, which makes it a new phase in life. And I think that I get like the most excited and the most uncomfortable in the
chapter year, like the chapter change years, like when we're transitioning into a new chapter, because I love change. I love doing new things. That's why I love learning new things. That's why I love like switching up how I do my content, or like how I share, or doing the same things over and over and over again and living the same life actually makes me uncomfortable. Like I need a change. I get an itch and I'm like, I need to shake it up. I need to do something different. I need to learn something different, and I'm constantly evolving. So it's exciting, but it's uncomfortable because that transition can just feel uncomfortable, unnatural. Like the unknown. I think the unknown makes me uncomfortable until I kind of have a plan or I figure it out. I'm a little bit in the limbo, and that limbo makes me uncomfortable. This meeting is going to be very telling for me to figure some things out, because I have some big ideas and some big goals and some big plans for my businesses that I need my team to kind of like brainstorm with me for.
That car seat, the new, like the one that he sits in, it folds completely over, like a sandwich. In half, fit in my car. I didn't know we can go all the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, fit perfectly in my car.
See, we're learning things every day.
I didn't know.
The stroller seat that we've had for a year, we're just figuring out how to use. So I feel like age always brings that, the confidence and knowing who you are, and intentional about what you do with your time and how you show up for the people in your lives and in your work, and the person that you were truly meant to be, like at your core. Less influenced by outside noise for sure, and living your fullest life and your best life for you and your family and your core people. All in all, a fantastic, transformative year. Excited for more, but I'm probably gonna keep saying that I'm a younger age at this point. It was like, how old am I? Am I gonna have to count? I don't want to. Let's not do it. Age is really just a number. It's really in the way that you feel, and I believe that. That's like true. Putting on the final touches on my makeup. I'm gonna drive into the city for my meeting. Literally gonna be there all day, but I'm probably gonna take you guys with me in the next. I'll probably start the next vlog after I end this one, and I'll take you guys with me, and I'll share like what I can. Some of those things are like exciting top secret things that we're gonna be talking about. New stuff from my candle brand, Auden Lueur, and stuff like that. Very exciting things. So I'll show you definitely as much as I can in the next vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed spending my birthday with me. And I still need to reset the house a little bit. I didn't get it all done, but it was my birthday. Like I was kind of giving myself a break. I was like, oh, do I really want to clean my house on my birthday? Not really. Let's save that for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye guys. Yeah, what time is it right now? Ooh, he's having a good nap.